Hey, what's up? It's your radio love, Deja Vu. You know we always have your favorites stopping by. Today we have the Queens of R&B. We have the ladies of Xscape. We have the ladies of SWV in the building.
What's up, everybody?
And let me tell you, I'm gonna paint the picture because you can see it, but I'm saying these ladies stepped in with the glam team, the glam squad, the outfits, the bling, and of course the gorgeous smiles. How y'all doing today?
Oh,
We are
fine.
fine.
And don't think we're not seeing your beauty and
I
all
know
that.
that. I told when we walked in the
Yeah.
This is genetics. Thanks to Julio and Debbie. My mom and them hooked it up. Now, as far as the butt's concerned, girl, we ain't got nothing. They just left me hanging.
Nothing.
We can work with
As
it.
long as we can sit down, that's all.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
She said, there's a will, there's a way. All right, so listen, I know Queens of R&B is the new tour. Well, it was the original, the show.
Yes.
But talk to us about what came up and why we decided to go on tour.
It's needed. Go ahead.
Oh, well, I mean, Mona Scott Young.
Mona dragged y'all into this?
Yes. I mean, at the end of the
we're
day,
happy.
last year, we did the reality show. A lot of people saw it. It didn't necessarily end well, and we didn't finish what we started.
Right.
We were planning to do a big tour last year. It didn't work out, but now we finally got it back together, and, we really... We're happy to come back together, come back on the same page, show how women can talk through things and work things out and see the bigger picture. And I think, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It should be fun. When I saw the announcement about it, I was excited. I'm like, yes, we got to go.
Yeah.
I was telling my girlfriend. So it's going to be you all along with
702.
Total.
And Maya.
Yo, bring it back. Do y'all understand how many memories I have connected to all of your music? Like, for real.
90s was an amazing time.
That is what I'm saying.
Missed
It was
so
fun.
much.
And even our camera guy was like, they don't sing like that anymore.
It's different.
It's different.
It really
I
is
think the
different.
style of R&B is different now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I'm always ride for old school.
yeah. Back in the day, everybody pretty much came out to church. And
And that's the thing. And
sound different.
It was a whole different sound. Now it's more stylized, a little bit.
It's too overproduced.
You think?
Yes, it's less feel and more production.
But I think this is. I think that's the vibe they want. Just the little uhs and ahs
and talk you through the song.
Pretty much, pretty much. So talk to us about how you guys talk through all of the drama, because like you said, we saw what would happen on TV. Is there beef about who's going to be headlining and all this stuff? I mean, how do we iron it out? Where are we now?
Perfect compromise.
And we had to really step back and realize we're all adults.
Yeah.
What we can do is actually communicate with each other. It was more of a massive misunderstanding than anything, and everybody's just focusing on who closes. It wasn't just that. There were things that were going on that we just weren't communicating well about.
Right.
So once we
And
sat
some
down
we didn't
in a
know.
room,
We just didn't know. It's
Right.
a lot
Once
of-
we all sat down and actually spoke to each other, we realized, okay, I didn't mean it this way. You didn't mean it that way. How can we move forward? Because it's ridiculous that we're not speaking when we've been together and known each other for decades.
For decades. When did you all first meet? Was it after you all got signed, or had you all seen each other like on the unsigned circuit and everything as you were coming?
It was
Like,
after
years
we
ago.
got signed.
Right after we got
Yeah.
signed.
Yeah, I remember. I still have a picture when we met you guys. Wasn't it during Freaknik in Atlanta? They had a performance and
At Lakewood, was it Lakewood?
it was outdoors. I don't know. We took a picture with y'all, and I still have it.
dang, throwback for real.
Yeah.
And what was that like, that time period for you? What was the first single that each of you had that like, okay, we stars now for real?
I think it was I'm So Into You for us. Right Here did
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
but once I'm So Into You was released, that's when it started to move, and then it was like
Yeah.
Over the top.
Yeah.
And what about y'all ladies?
Right
I
off
think
the
I
rip,
just
was just
kicking it.
kicking
When
it.
our first song was like a very big song
Yeah.
for us.
It was a whole different vibe. People were
Yeah.
just, hey, yeah. It was just
Yeah.
kind of like that movement. But back to what you were saying, 90s music, it just, I don't know, it just feels different. And you can even hear the Gen Z kids still hearkening back and talking about that music.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think it is that brings them to that feeling of this is where it needs to be?
I think it's a lot of influence from their parents. When you hear your parents listen to certain things, you listen to it and you enjoy it. You want to know more about it. TikTok really exposed a lot
Yes.
of the
For
old
sure.
school music to these younger kids. That was a great thing, I think. And it just
a lot
helps.
of other artists are sampling our music.
Absolutely.
Right. How does that
Yes.
feel when you hear them sampling it? Do you feel like, oh, I'm still singing this song? Why y'all all on my stuff? Or
I
does
love it.
I love it too. I
When
love
you wrote it.
I know that's right.
I love to hear the different interpretations, the singers who, it's beautiful. I love it. I enjoy it. Some of them be so funny.
Yes. Question. Have you all ever done a collabo? And I don't remember.
Technically, no, but Candy and Tiny actually helped me with my first demo that I did years ago back in the 90s.
Really?
I remember that.
First demo before you...
After the group SWV broke up, I decided to pursue a solo career, and they actually helped me produce. They produced and wrote my demos.
Oh, that's dope. I didn't know that.
So this is the Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Right. Y'all two got some serious pen game up in here. When you are making the music, do y'all say, hey, listen, let's just get in the studio and collab and do a song, or do you have something already in your mind when you're setting out to write the songs?
It depends, sometimes we already have ideas, and then sometimes, we may be inspired by the track if somebody plays us, a track or whatever. But, we used to have, like, concepts and titles of songs. Like, we'll have a title, we'll be talking, and, like, say, for instance, you got Deja Vu on that board, and I'll be like, ooh, that'd be a good title. I'll write it down. We go to the studio and be like, let's do that idea.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because we would love to come up with concepts first, things that... we went through or people going through or, just something relatable, and then we write around it,
Yeah.
And you haven't decided to write anything for all y'all? Come on now.
Here's the thing.
We talked about it.
Now. We talked about doing something with Missy. But Missy's too busy.
She's Dr. Missy now, honey. She's Dr. Missy.
Yeah. I mean, I felt like that would have been really dope. It would have been our first time working with Missy, and I know they worked with Missy before. And I mean, she's an incredible.
She's so dope.
She's a genius.
All
She's an incredible
around,
everything.
Yes.
We might just need to drop up over at her house and be like, whatever.
Open the
But
door.
but you know what else though? I mean, I don't know what y'all feel, but I feel like just because you have a lot of writers in the crew, so like if we can't come together and like create together, then we can find somebody to start us off. Somebody I was thinking maybe like a Dream or something. Dream,
Ooh, the
seems
Dream,
like
yeah,
he would
he's-
have magic for us.
He's dope.
Oh,
Because Missy, she about to be touring and stuff.
Yes.
You can't catch her.
Okay, so we'll put that in the atmosphere. We got Missy on deck
Missy!
later. But
Yeah.
the Dream. Any other producers that you all love
Maybe
to work with?
Pharrell. That'll be nice.
Look, Pharrell is amazing.
Wouldn't that be
He's
good?
too dope.
Yes.
We can't forget Jermaine.
Of
yeah.
course.
Yeah.
That's a given. He's a given.
Hey, that would be a good, collaboration or whatever. Us, the two groups and Jermaine.
Yeah.
I mean, come on now, you got the number one R&B song.
No,
right?
Yeah.
I thought about. I'm like, damn, we never got
I
that
just-
from
Y'all
Jermaine
never did anything with Jermaine?
No.
No, and see, that'd be dope because we never did nothing with Missy, so we can kind of change off.
Yes.
But I seen Jermaine the other day, and I was like, what happened to that song that you did for Xscape? You know what I'm saying? He like, what song? I said, Jermaine, you don't remember what we talked about? Oh, yeah, I still got it. I'm like, okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, we had considered getting in the studio a while back, but we never did. And he's called me and said, I got the song ready, so I was just asking about it. We might need to
That'll
listen
be
to
the
it. see
title.
what
But we
feel
did
like.
work with Brian Cox, though.
that's how
yes.
it
Yes.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, he's
Brian
talented.
Cox
Okay.
Working with him.
God.
But yeah, it's a lot of talented producers out that we can actually just call up that we may have worked with or may not. You know what I'm saying? But I think that it could give us some dope songs.
I love it. I'm excited. Come on, let's make it happen. I need some new music to bump.
Existence, right?
Okay, for real. Now, what about more TV stuff from you all? So we've seen the reality shows on both ends, separately and together. Would y'all be interested in doing any more? And you,
I don't
they just
wanna do
announced
no
your
more.
people. They just did the Housewives
I'm
announcement.
excited about that. Well, I already knew who was coming.
Of course, you have inside scoop.
Yeah, I was just waiting for them to let y'all know. But I already knew.
Do you miss that at all, or was it just getting too crazy?
I mean, no offense to the show because I love the show. I'm still supporting all the girls or whatever.
Right.
But it definitely was my time to leave. I've been doing a lot since I left. I'm producing The Wiz on Broadway. I
Yes.
got another production
Wait,
on
I didn't
Broadway.
know that you were
that's coming.
producing. I didn't know you were the producer.
Come on now,
I
sis.
didn't know that. And
I got another.
Wait, I was
another
endorsing
Broadway
it too.
production that I'm gonna be
Go see
announcing
The Wiz.
soon.
Really?
Yeah, and then I'm actually filming on another TV show. I'm on The Shy. We
Yes.
just dropped
Yes.
Friday.
And it's been renewed
y'all
for
need to
another
be-
season. Yes.
Yeah, come on now.
Okay, so she's like, look, I ain't got time for that.
We have a development deal, so we're gonna be developing other TV shows with NBC Universal as well.
Come through.
Yeah, so I mean, but either way, just I do still love the show, but like my friend Cynthia Bailey, she told me I'm not gonna miss it until it goes on air. She says, like, right now I'm living my best life. She was like, well, when it comes on air, I'm probably gonna feel like, oh dang, I was, those are my girls. I used to be there. Like,
but it's nostalgia. But you onward and upward.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
but, it's all love.
And Tamika, you were doing some acting as well, right?
Yes.
Talk to us about what you're working on now.
Well, I have a single out with Method Man called Tonight.
Yes.
It talks about celebrating yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
download. We did over 1 million streams. I'm excited about that.
Come on.
Yeah.
Don't leave me hanging.
Thank you. Shout out to Method Man.
Method Man is always holding it down for real. And what about more reality stuff or even acting TV stuff for you all?
Ooh, I'll do any kind of acting, but I am good on reality TV.
I love. It has its challenges, but I love television.
Yeah.
I really do.
I do too.
Tiny, you've had a whole slew of reality stuff too.
Yeah.
Would you go
definitely-
back?
I do have an idea that I want to do something different from me and Toya.
Really?
Tiny and Toya, but it's totally different. And I think it's going to be interesting to see us in that light. And we love doing it. It's kind of like a home decoration,
Okay.
going in people's houses,
little
fixing
HGTV
it up,
renovating
yeah,
kind
that kind of thing. Because we love to decorate.
Okay.
And me and her have totally different ideas of what we like. You know what I'm saying? She's very conservative and classy, and I'm like over the top and bright and fun. So it's like, I feel like it's going to be a dope show to see us like.
That's interesting.
Man,
Nice.
We also got
That's
something
very
else that's in the
interesting.
works as well.
Yes,
And you have
we also
another
a show.
You said what?
together. Me
Yeah.
and her have a show together that we just sold, but I guess I
Yeah.
don't know if we can talk
Are
about
we
it yet.
talking?
But
We can't talk about it.
Exclusive. That's dope. I love the fact that you all, we have something on the show called Hustlers Tips, and we always give it that. And we're always talking about extending the brand. What has been key for you? Because you're continuing to repurpose your brand, but what's the one key thing that's been important in your success of extending your brand as far as your business is concerned?
I think you gotta be able to constantly reinvent yourself. You know what I mean? Like never get stuck in one lane. You know, people always want to stick you in one lane, right?
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, no, I just feel like, you have so many talents. Like everybody here has so many different talents, and I just feel like we just need to lean into them. Stop letting people tell you what you can't do.
It's too much of this going on. It's saturated. And,
People love to try to tell you, your time is past, or that
That
ain't your
part.
time. I don't listen to none of that. I'm like, whatever is on my mind, I'm gonna put the energy behind it to try to make it happen.
I love it. I love it. And what about, talk about some of the times when it was like the lean, dang, this is hard. I don't even know what we're going to do right now. Because we also give words of encouragement to people. And since you all have been in this industry, we've seen ups and downs. Talk to us about what it was that helped pull you through whatever that challenging moment was.
You have a great story.
We'll be here. That shit too long.
Well, give us the synopsis.
Oh my God. I think for me, and it's just kind of believing in yourself. Like SWV was such a big part of my life, and I've been a part of that a part of that group, a part of this group more than I have not. So when I lost it, I kind of lost my identity. I lost who I was. I had to literally fall. Like I lost everything, but it was the best thing, the best chapter of my entire life because
Wow.
I found myself.
Wow.
Absolutely.
So what have you learned about you now?
I learned that I'm strong. I learned that oh my God, I'm resilient.
You is important.
The most important thing that I learned about myself is that I love who I am.
Come
Yes,
on.
Because I didn't love. I loved the
really?
things around me, and I loved this group so much that I let it damn near kill me. Like with thoughts of suicide and shit. I had to literally smack myself in the face. It was like, you need to get your ass up, and you are more than this group.
Yes.
So I learned during that trying time that I love myself. and nobody can tell me shit right now.
Come on, sis. That's a whole word right there. But that's important, especially now with
vintage.
Break it down for us.
No.
Dang. Keep trying to get exclusives, trying to get inside jokes. No, but it's important that, especially with all the social media, because that wasn't out there back in the day. And then you look at the stuff.
Say it again, girl.
Girl, I know. I'm like, I'm glad all this stuff wasn't here. All the crazy dirt that I did.
Right.
It's not living in the ether and this social media stuff. But how do you all wrap yourselves around that when you have the fans who are the thumb thugs coming at you?
Yeah, the thumb thugs. I like that. I'm gonna use
them
that.
thumbs right off. Block, delete.
Yes, block, delete. That's what you gotta do.
Definitely.
And then they go start a new page.
Block,
delete.
delete.
I love
Oh
block,
my
delete.
God, it's so frustrating. Like, we give so much of ourselves to the public, and it's still not enough.
Well, because you know what? Everybody
know?
has their own opinion now, and they have it seems like we have more access to you guys as celebs now than back in the day. It was still mysterious. We knew a little bit, and now everybody wants and pulls from you. So it's hard, I'm sure, especially with different personalities and anything that's going on. Personally, like even the concert that got canceled this weekend in Atlanta, we don't know what happened.
What concert?
Anita Baker.
But we don't know what happened. No,
love
they never
Anita.
said
That's
what
my girl.
happened. So, people were mad, but you don't know if something happened to her physically, if something happened on their money side.
Right.
And then we want y'all to give us everything and tell us all the business.
Right.
And
Yeah, that's the hard pill to swallow, when you spend all your rent money.
but that's true. But
I mean, it's so much to that. I mean, like you said, it's so much that we don't know. I mean, it could be things dealing with the promoter. It could be anything, and we don't know. I love Anita Baker, so I'm not going to let y'all.
I do too.
Y'all tell
I am
around.
I must say, I love
huge Anita Baker fan.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm just gonna trust that it was for good reason and something that unbeknownst to us happened and was out of her control.
absolutely. Since we're on that, who were some of your inspirations musically back in the day? And even, are you checking for anybody now, like some of the newer R&B chicks? Oh, she's got it. She's got it. Do you listen to somebody and think that?
That's a lot of them. I feel like they got it. They, it's different, but they just got it. You got your Summer Walker's, her, Jasmine Sullivan.
Coco.
Like, it's just so many talented, artists out. And then, some of my musical ones were like Mariah Carey. I just know I used to sit in the room and give myself a headache trying to reach them notes. And, your Whitney Houston's.
Yeah.
I love Diana Ross. I loved her.
Diana,
I
okay.
really did.
Yes.
Growing up, I used to love Diana Ross.
She just has like this whole, I don't know,
Yes,
ageless,
the big
ethereal
hair.
thing.
I
Yes.
I thought she was so beautiful and glamorous.
I am
and I love
still-
Coco Jones. That's I
God,
love
yes.
her.
She's amazing.
I love the fact that the deep voices are being celebrated now. Like everybody show love to the sopranos and the screamers and the yellows, but I'm so happy
Not
that
the screamers and the
us
yells.
altos and tenors are getting some love now.
Right.
So
You know
yes,
what?
I
I'm with you on
definitely.
that.
It's time to celebrate the deep voice.
Yes.
One of the dopest deep voices I just love right now is the girl Trinity 5'7".
Oh yeah,
She has an amazing
yeah.
Yes.
deep voice.
But she's been doing it for a minute. What's her name?
She did it. R. Kelly did a song.
Yes.
for him.
It's by God's grace.
Gospel
Man,
group.
they got
Okay,
that.
gotcha.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Both of them
Yeah.
can sing.
They can.
Because she brought up
Yeah.
deep song. Because
Yeah.
you have a soprano and she's amazing as
Right,
well.
right.
So you be like,
Yeah.
they just be hitting you with them notes. I'm like, hey.
Yes.
And people underestimate like the lower register, but it's just as hard to stay there and work around that than it is.
sure.
It's more easier for the soprano, but it's harder
Oh,
for.
now.
Yes,
Not that. No, I'm just
Right?
messing with you.
No, I think it's definitely, either way, it's just as hard. You got to put a lot of air into getting those low notes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
I wouldn't know
for sure.
anything about
Actually-
that conversation. Unfortunately, I wanted to audition to be a part of this group, but no, I can't. That's not my ministry. I've learned.
My ministry.
Girl, I can't. Girl, my mom was like, "You're a good speaker. You know, you think that maybe you could join a chorus." Girl, no, that's not even in my wheelhouse. So we talked about the album. We talked about you guys going on tour. Is there new music coming from either of your groups individually?
No.
Not right now.
Not now.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Womp, womp, womp.
No, it's all good because I still rock with all the joints. What's your favorite one to perform?
I love anything.
Yeah,
I love
me too.
performing anything.
I still like tonight. I love that song.
Girl, listen. Now that talk about giving yourself a headache, thinking you can hit notes. No, but seriously, but again, like you were saying, people don't sing like that anymore. So when you hear it, it just takes you to a whole other zone for real. But either way it goes, wait, y'all didn't tell me your favorites. You said anything.
My favorite is anything for sure, and I love the Week experience. Like because when I hear Week now as an adult, I hear it differently.
Really?
And it feels different for me now because I've been in love, I've been in relationships, I've been dogged out, shitted on, and all that. I shitted on people. So I understand it
Lily
now.
is going to give you that truth, okay?
You're going to get it. But this one line in this song that really just pierced my heart when it says, blood starts racing through my veins. And you could just take that so many different, like, you need blood to live. And every time they draw my blood,
Wow.
I'm serious. Like, it really, I love it.
But that's dope, though, and that you still get that when you hear your own song.
I cry. I be crying. I just lose myself. I be over there. They be over there.
I'd be like, would you come over here?
I just love music. It's just, I love it.
And any on stage, like, things that have happened that are crazy that y'all, maybe you forgot a lyric. Does that happen on
Oh, I
stage?
forget words all the time.
Is that when y'all just put the mic out?
Yeah.
I got the inside scoop, the secret. Just put the mic out.
One time, I have a horrible memory because sadly I have epilepsy and it messed with your short-term memory. So one time we were on stage in Vegas and Tom Joyner was in the audience and I'm trying to introduce him and give him love and I could not remember his name. So I literally had to just turn around and say, take over.
Coco does it a lot. She forgets the lyrics. Sometimes she forget the key. What keys is this? So that's what's so special about being a group, because it's like when one go down, the other one just kind of there to pick it back up. Yeah,
that's dope. That's dope. All right, ladies, and anything else we need to know about this Queens of R&B tour? Have y'all been working on the moves, the clothing? I already saw Jay bowling out there.
We getting there. We putting
Any
everything
dance
together.
steps?
Just know it's gonna be hot and funky.
Creating.
Okay.
And we want everybody to come out. This is not just a regular performance. We want them to be a part of this whole women empowerment experience. Because I personally feel, and this may get me in trouble, the men don't support us enough. They support each other, and I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of it. Like, you see all of these, all the big wigs in the business, they be posting photos with each other. It's no reason why they shouldn't be posting this tour. This is major. It's a big deal.
It is.
It's a big deal for women.
Well, y'all are out here promoting and getting your hustle
Of
on
course,
with this. So
absolutely.
yes.
But we want everybody to be a part of the experience.
All right. Well, we
That's
will.
right.
We will be doing the experience. We'll make sure we talk about it. We'll shout it out. Did y'all want to hit me some notes before you leave? No? Just a little something. I just thought. We
can
can
hit a yawn.
Cammy's like, no, we good. All right.
Child, we've been moving all day.
All right, fine, good. Well, y'all have given me my hustlers tips, my words of encouragement, and I'm just excited to see y'all on stage. So, ladies, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for taking the time, and we'll rock with y'all with the Queens of R&B
listen,
tour.
I have something for you.
Okay.
Give us some words of encouragement.
Ooh, she flipped it back on me.
No, yeah, we need it.
Okay. I think that you all should give each other, as you're on the tour, we have emotions, we have attitudes, we have this and that, but give each other grace and understand that each person is on their own journey.
Yeah.
She might be going through something right now. Let me chill. Let me be a little understanding. No, but seriously, give each other grace because again, it's a whole lot of women, a whole lot of moving parts, and y'all are all trying to accomplish one main goal, which is to come and unify and have us enjoy ourselves at your show.
That's it. We receive it in the name of Jesus.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much.